Hey everyone, and welcome. I'm Aki. Get ready because we're about to go on a seriously magical journey into our brains and our wallets to unlock one of the most powerful money spells of all time. Okay, let's just get right into it. Have you ever been there? You try to sell something you really loved. I remember trying to sell my old video game console. I had so many amazing memories with it. But the offers I got just felt, kind of insulting. It was like nobody else could see how special it was. And I'm Yumi. And Aki, don't worry, that feeling is so normal. It's not a personal thing at all. It's actually this fascinating little quirk our minds have, a secret magic spell our brain casts that makes everything we own feel extra special to us. To really understand this spell, we need to look at its secret recipe. And, believe it or not, it was first discovered in a classic experiment that involves something super simple: coffee mugs. That's right. Some super smart researchers, Kahneman, Knetch, and Thaler, took a group of people and just randomly gave half of them a coffee mug. The other half got nothing. It was totally based on chance. So first, they went to the people who didn't get a mug, we'll call them the mugless, and they asked a really simple question. Hey, how much would you be willing to pay to buy one of these mugs? What was their let's get a new treasure price? And on average, they said they'd pay about $2.25. Seems pretty reasonable for a standard university mug, right? Ooh, okay, but what about the brand new owners, the members of the Fantastic Mug Club, the people who now owned this magical ceramic chalice? What price would it take for them to part with it? Well, get this. The new mug owners said they would not sell their mug for less than $5.79. This was their "this is my special treasure" price. Whoa, wait a second. That's a huge difference. More than double. But it's the exact same mug. What in the world happened there? Exactly. What happened is something called the endowment effect. The second that mug became my mug, the owner's brain secretly sprinkled it with this invisible, sparkly value dust. Just the act of owning it made it feel twice as valuable. And that right there is the core of this magic spell. But you might be wondering, where does all that value dust even come from? Well, every good magic spell has a powerful sidekick. And for the endowment effect, that sidekick is a super sticky, super strong force called loss aversion. Okay, so picture it like this. Our brains have a little happiness pixie that flutters around when we gain something, like finding $5 on the street. Cute, right? But we also have this great big sadness monster that stomps out when we lose $5. And here's the crazy part. For our brains, that sadness monster feels about twice as powerful as the happiness pixie. The pain of a loss stings way more than the joy of a gain feels good. Oh my gosh, so that's why the sellers wanted so much more money. It totally clicks now. They weren't just selling a mug. They were trying to avoid waking up that super sad sadness monster. Their brain was demanding extra cash to make up for the pain of losing their special treasure. And this spell doesn't just work on little things like coffee mugs. Oh no, it affects our biggest, most important financial decisions. Everything from selling our cars, to our homes, to our investments. It really is everywhere. Think about it. That first car you owned wasn't just metal and plastic, it was a collection of road trips and memories. And your house isn't just an asset on paper, it's a memory box filled with your life. The stocks we pick out ourselves, they're kind of like our little financial pets that we get really attached to. Yep, and in the investing world, this spell actually has a special name, the disposition effect. Because we hate the pain of losing so much, we refuse to sell a stock that's gone down in value. Selling it would make that loss feel real. So we just hold on, hoping it'll bounce back, even when the most logical move is probably to sell. Wow, okay, this is hitting a little too close to home. So are we just stuck with this spell forever, or are there any cheat codes? Please tell me there are cheat codes to help us break it and make smarter choices. Yes, of course there are. We've got 3 sparkly mind tricks for you. Number 1, pretend you don't own it. Ask yourself, if I had the cash value of this item in my hand right now, would I go out and buy this exact thing today? That is a total game changer. Number 2, focus on the future fun. Instead of thinking about what you're losing, get excited about what you're gaining. You're not losing a car, you're gaining a fund for an amazing vacation. And finally, number 3, set a good buy price early. For big things like stocks, decide on a logical selling price before you even get attached. Write it down. It keeps your emotions from taking over. So just remember, knowing this spell exists is the first step to breaking it. It gives you the power. So look around at your own stuff, your investments, even your home. Now that you know the secret of the value dust, where in your life is the endowment effect casting its spell? Thanks for joining our little explainer today.